Hello and welcome to the Sievert Devlog. Before starting, I would like to inform you that I have opened a Discord channel, as many of you suggested it to me. You can find the link in the description. For now it's very simple, and if you have criticism and suggestions for anything, you can write there. Will be greatly appreciated. So, in this video I would like to talk to you about the progress regarding the HUD. During the game, there are several menus that can be opened to check, for example, the minimap or the status of the quest. Before, each menu consisted of a different screen, which was fine, but I was not satisfied because it interrupted the game and was not very immersive. So I decided that the player has a personal device through which he can access the different menus. As you can see, it was a big improvement, because everything is much more immersive and interactive. For now, the design is very simple, but having introduced these mechanics opens up a lot of possibilities for customizing the device, such as the color or the background image. The first thing we find is the minimap. Since each map is randomly generated and the game is 2D, it's essential to have a map as a reference. In the previous video, I explained how each cell of the map is associated with a different type of terrain. So the step towards a minimap was quite simple, because each terrain has a different color that will be drawn. In this way, you will have a more varied minimap instead of having two simple colors to indicate where I can move and where I cannot. For obvious reason, the missions are indicated on the minimap. No one wants to wander around until they find the objective. Let's take as an example a mission that asks you to kill a certain enemy. Instead of marking the exact location, I decide to indicate an area within which there will be the objective, so the enemy. Obviously, the target will not be in the center of the circle, but will be in a random position, as I'm showing in the example. This, in my opinion, makes the minimap much more beautiful to navigate. As for moving around the map, I've implemented a system of markers to mark position on the minimap that will be shown while playing, so the player does not have to open the map every 2 seconds to check where he is going. For now, the markers are of a single color, but in the future I will add other markers and different shapes. Regarding the quest menu, there is not much to say. As you can see, it's very simple and clean. So, while testing the game, I realized that the progression is lacking, because it was only represented by the desire to buy better equipment that allows you to access the more advanced maps. So I decided to implement a level system. I did not want to call it experience, because in my opinion it did not fit with the setting of the game, but I call it reputation. Basically, the reputation is gained by completing missions, killing enemies and looting chests. The most important thing, however, is to survive, because if you die, the reputation earned during the game will be decreased by a lot. All very simple and obvious. Along with the reputation system, I also implemented a passive skill system. I decided to divide it into 3 branches: Soldier, Explorer and Charisma. The Soldier branch includes everything related to combat, such as slightly increasing HP, decreasing the probability of bleeding and increasing weapon stat. The Explorer branches provide you with all the skill you need to become a true loot goblin. So, for example, increase the weight carried, increase stamina, find more items in chest, and be able to move even overweight. The last branch, the Charisma branch, is about the player's economy. So, for example, selling items at a higher price, traders sell more items in large quantities, increase the player's personal chest, and unlock a special trader who can sell any item and equipment in the game, but at a higher price. I said can sell, because the list of items for sale changes every day, so when the player goes to visit him and finds something he wants to buy, he has to decide right away if he wants to buy it, because it might not be for sale for several days. Obviously, in-game days, not real-time days. These are just a few examples because the skills will be modified as the game takes shape. However, my idea is to offer the player passive skills that improve the quality of life at the beginning of each branch. If, for example, we look at the first skills of each we can find more HP, useful to survive the beginning when you don't have a good armor yet. Less chance to bleed, in this way you save money for bandages. Increase the weight carried, useful to gain more money in the early stages of the game. The possibility to eat radioactive food without consequences. And for example, traders sell more basic items such as medikit and ammunition. Once these initial points have been passed, it will be up to the player to decide which branch to specialize in. And this will be crucial because, like any other level system, the more you level up, the more experience points you will need to advance to the next one. So, before concluding the video, I would like to talk about two other things. The first thing is that the items inside the chest will not be immediately visible and lootable, but you have to wait some time as I'm showing you. In the branch of the Explorer, there will be a special skill to decrease the time needed. The second is that I'm trying to learn shaders. Shaders are a very powerful and useful tool for post-processing the game. I'm not a programmer, and the only language I know is the one GameMaker 2 use. While shaders use a different language, and it will take me some time to understand it, but it will surely be worth it because they can be used to create a very nice visual effect. The first cases I'm testing them are for radiation and night vision. When you get close to something or a very radioactive area, the image is distorted, creating this effect. Instead, this for night vision. They are quite good, but they can be improved a lot. Obviously, I also implemented the day and night system, but for now it's very basic and I will tell you more about it when I go to improve it. So, thanks for watching and I see you in the next video.